And this is a straight up semi-truck.
Yeah.
Just a huge, massive, with semi-truck and trailer.
No, they'll do with the trailer. Sometimes it varies. That's the thing I love about the strongman competitions, because sometimes they'll have a bus, sometimes they'll have, you know, a full, you know, they'll have a fire truck, all sorts of stuff like that. So it depends on really which who's promoting the competition and where it's at.
What's the heaviest that you've pulled?
That's the heaviest I've pulled when it came to the truck pull.
And that was 36.
36,000 pounds.
36,000 pounds? 36, because I thought you said 3,600. 36,000 pounds. And
well, and we were talking about having him lift you, which he would obviously be able to do very easily.
Yeah, we were gonna have you. I mean, I made a huge faux pas. I said, he could lift either one of us.
Because we're about the same size.
I said we're about the same size. What I meant was that Aaron is like tiny and petite.
He needs to learn how to talk to women. That's definitely.
I am super skinny and spindly, and I don't weigh much more.
Now it's just all it is backpedaling. I can't even hear that. Well, I've thought this in reading a bunch of stuff about you. I've thought, how does one even get started in something like this? I mean, you just wake up one day and think, I want to pull semi-truck?
Yeah, that was my question too. Because what did you do in high school? Were you an athlete? Did you play football or anything?
I wrestled when I was in high school.
Okay.
Didn't really play football because I wasn't that big. You know, when in high school, I was 6'2", 119 pounds, freshman in high school.
6'2", 119?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
You were scrawny then.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, really.
Kind of like you, Kendall.
I'm not that scrawny.
I have to get him back.
Yeah, I definitely. But okay, so you were skinny, and you were wrestling. So at what point did you realize that you could like flip cars and pull trucks and semi-trucks?
That was.
I mean, how did you get into it, basically?
I've always been lifting.
Okay.
I've done some different bodybuilding competitions, some of that stuff, and really, when it got down to it, I hate the diet. I mean, bodybuilding, you got 3 months training for 1 day. Strongman, I can eat whatever I want, and just work on pure strength. So,
in fact, size is the advantage. Because
yeah. The bigger I am, the easier it is for me to perform these different feats of strength.
So you started working out, and then when did you first compete as a strongman?
Actually, I started training for strongman maybe 2 years ago, and I competed in October at just a little expo down in Vegas.
Okay.
So,
because
you own a gym in town as well, right?
Yeah, over in Hurricane. It's Ultimate Health and Fitness.
Oh, okay.
And do you do most of your working out there, or do you have to? I guess a lot of the stuff you'd have to do outside or in a junkyard.
That's pretty. A lot of the stuff. It's funny because it's just been you got to fabricate, make your own equipment. I go up north probably about twice a month and train with my coach, my mentor, Van Hatfield, and that's where a lot of the equipment is.
Well, and you mentioned a junkyard. You had a friend call you up recently and said, "Hey, listen, why don't you come down and flip some cars just for the fun of it, right?" I mean, tell us about that. Tell us that story.
Well, he owns a junkyard, and I always thought it'd be funny. And I was just talking with him. It's like, yeah, I do the strongman competitions now. He's like, "You think you can flip a car?" I'm like, a light one. Make it a little.
Just a light car, no big deal, right?
Tried the Suburban, it just didn't happen. So we went with the little car.
Yeah, but it didn't. See, here's the thing: it didn't even have tires on it, though. You showed me the photo. It was like this car. He flips. It didn't even have tires. He had to pick this thing straight up off the ground.
What type of a car was it? So that I have a visual.
A little Ford Taurus.
Yeah, it's a Ford Taurus. No big deal.
Well, and besides being strong and flipping cars, you told me you were also going to do an event coming up, a charity event.
Yes, I'm doing. I've got some friends that they've worked for about 5 years down in Haiti with an orphanage, and what we're doing is we're getting a lot of the local businesses together to try to promote, to raise funds. Because the earthquake actually took out their orphanage, the whole thing. So what we're doing is basically I'm trying to get as many businesses and people as possible to donate, basically pledge, a pound a foot. And I'll try pulling a fire truck.
Okay.
And where is this going to take place?
Out by my gym out in Hurricane. You know, just on either on State Street or in the parking lot there. So.
And what day? If we want to come out and watch all the madness.
The last weekend of next month. I don't know the exact date, but.
Last weekend of April is when you're doing it.
Yes.
And people can come. Is it free? Is it free to?
Yeah, it's free. There's going to be a lot of stuff there. They're going to do like an outdoor Zumba class type thing. And
okay.
It's going to be pretty exciting.
Do you do the Zumba? We talk about Zumba a lot. In fact, we've got some people coming on later.
We do have people.
Are you a Zumba? You don't strike me as a Zumba guy. I mean,
I do it at home because I'm a little nervous in front of everybody else.
I mean, I don't want to stereotype. You don't look like you're going to put on the band, the waistband. And
I'm more typo. That's Bobby Blanks.
Oh, typo.
Yeah, you remember that?
That leads me to my next question. So, what type of like your friend calls you up and says, "Hey, why don't you come down and flip cars in my junkyard?" But what do you do to stay in shape? I mean, do you just do regular? You have a weightlifting regimen? Are you working out constantly throughout the year? I mean, tell us about your weekly workout.
What I do is I'll break it down. I work out in the gym about 5 days out of the week, and then on the weekends, Saturdays, I'll go and whether I'm pulling I try to do something that's one of the events that I'm going to be doing when I compete. And then on the weekends I go up and visit Van. I actually go through about 5, 6, 7 of them.
Your coach Van Hatfield. Okay, yeah. And so you'll go up and you'll work out with him, and he'll take you through some stuff. Because what we're doing is this is our spring into summer specials, and people are getting in shape. It's warmer now, getting out to the pool and things like that. Someone that's just getting into working out, or maybe they've been working out and they're getting back into it. What's like for the beginners? What's some advice you might have for them?
Consistency. I mean, really, that's if you're doing it day by day, and you're working on your nutrition. That's a huge thing, is consistency. It isn't just a one day and then you're in shape. I mean, really, to see phenomenal results, you want to be doing that for a couple weeks, months, to really get there.
Because what it sounds like to me is that you found something that you like. You hate dieting, so you wanted to be strong. You like
don't we all?
You like being athletic, but you don't want to diet a whole bunch. So you found something that worked for you. You just happen to be a strong man. You like throwing around 900-pound tires and pulling cars. But I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but it sounds like people need to find what works for them and go with it. Would you?
Well, the biggest thing is I know that for every pound of muscle you have, you burn off an extra 50 calories in a day, just sitting around doing nothing.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
And so when you go and actually, so the more lean muscle mass you have, the faster your metabolism is. That's why I tell people I eat triple cheeseburgers, large pizzas, and finish it with a protein drink. It works.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, with all this food and with all these events and all this traveling you're doing, that can get expensive. You have a few sponsors though that help you out with those things, right?
Oh yeah, I've got 2 huge ones. This is one, Coral Canyon Chiropractic. They take care of me. I mean, they pay for all my travel expenses. My hotel, gas, food. That's a huge bill.
Do they adjust your back when you throw it out after you've been lifting cars?
Well, that's the nice thing is, honestly, I go and visit them when I'm done. Whether it's I pulled a muscle a month ago, and they actually, they've been helping me work with that. And so, yeah, they really do a good job. And then Mega Pro, of course, I get all my supplements. They take care of me when it comes to that, and that bill's almost as much as the food bill. So,
but so they're helping you on both of the levels of working out that are important. Like they're helping you out with nutrition, and they're very specific. And then Coral Canyon Chiropractic helping you out rehabilitate so that you don't get hurt.
Well, and that's a huge thing. Recovery is, if you're not, you got to allow your body enough time to recover, and then on top of it, if you're injured, things like that, it really kind of it kills your workout routine.
Yeah.
So that's been one of the things that's really helped out, is they take care of me, all across the board.
It's just important to be, it sounds like it's important to be healthy, it's important to be smart about your workouts, no matter what it is. Maybe you want, with the Ironman, for example, is coming up, and the St. George Marathon, these events that we talk a lot about. The principles of working out are probably the same across the board, would you say? Oh yeah, well, and it's interesting because for each different thing you train for, your body's going to be, they're a totally different athlete than what I am. Yeah.
I mean, you try to get me doing distance, I'm dead. But give me something real heavy, I can do it once or twice.
Right.
You know?